Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Today we're going to be doing the quest in Final Fantasy XIV, Morsel of the Deep. Frithrik is desperate to find a cure for Christiosis, specifically one that includes fish. You come to hear good news, I've got none to give. We're still no closer to finding a cure for Christiosis. Of course, people only started using the name after the appearance of the Crystal Tower, and I have no idea what people called it before then. Having said that, the ancient records speak of noble's rot, which has remarkably similar symptoms to Uriel's illness. But as the name implies, it only seems to affect those who lead lives of luxury. Since we're not likely to find anyone who like that around the Crystarium, it's hard to say whether noble's rot and Christiosis are one and the same. One people who might consider wealthy are those wine-quaffing gluttons over in Yulmore. Yulmore, Lob, you're a genius. Am I? It never occurred to me to go all the way there, though. The chances of them being able to help are slim at best. Well, slim chance is better than none at all. If there's a cure for Noble's rot, they must have their own way of treating it. Can I ask you to keep an eye on things here for a while? Aye. Let's head to Stilltide and ask the local fishers. There's something about the ocean that stirs the soul, don't you think? How many new species of fish are there waiting to be discovered? There are all sorts of fantastic aquatic creatures in the tomes, and I look forward to the day I can see them with my own eyes. Oh, I do apologize. I was rather lost in thought there. We'd better start asking the locals what they know of Noble's rot. Why don't you try that elderly gentleman over there? Come around here, are you? What do you want? I'm terribly sorry to bother you, but we were wondering if you knew anything about Noble's rot? Ah, that's one name for it, or as I like to call it, rich bastards comeuppance. Loads of people in Yormore get it, and they've only got themselves to blame. All day they sit there, filling their faces with expensive delicacies and drinking themselves senseless. That don't do your body a whole lot of good, so while their bellies grow fatter, the rest of them grows weaker. Lucky for us down here in Stilltide, the Amorans seem to think eating Prospero Eels cures it. We sometimes find them tangled up in our nets, and they fetch a decent price. I see. Tell me, good sir, where can we catch these eels? That's hard to say, since it's nigh on impossible to hook one intentionally. Normally they'd be out of our reach, but they occasionally drift up from the depths. There's no telling how long it'll be before we snag another one. I've seen a few at market before, though. Some boy opened up trade between Yulmore and the Ondo, who sometimes bring Prospero Eels to sell. I mean, they don't seem to catch many, and it's not often they make the journey here. Their merchant comes by quite recently, which means it'll be a while before we see them again. It seems we've reached something of a dead end. Yeah, the power of friendship compels you. I shan't even pretend to know what you're talking about, but you certainly seem confident, and that's the most important thing, isn't it? Glad to hear it. I'll be back at the Mean trying to find the best way to cook the eels. Apparently it's all too easy to botch it and turn them into something resembling the regurgitated contents of a seagull's stomach, to quote the book. I'm sure the treatment will be a lot more effective if our patient can keep it down. It's a fool's errand if you ask me, but I heard that the Ondo used Myobi shrimp as bait. Might be worth a try. If your travels will take you to the ocean depths, you better be damn careful. I hear there are ancient creatures down there that even survived the flood of light. Beasts that old and that tough won't hesitate to snap up any tasty treats that come their way. Including careless fishers. Go if you must, but don't say I didn't warn you. Consider your warning well and truly heeded. Okay. So from reading Versatile Lore, Myobi Shrimp, and Short-Bill Minnows, we'll work here. Trying to figure out what the best place to fish is going to be. Maybe down here. Okay, so I guess down here works. Shh, you're scaring off the fish. Well, that works. I wasn't expecting to get first try, but I do enjoy when I do. So usually if it's not the first try, it usually means it's going to take a while. And that's just a pain in the ass. Welcome back. In all honesty, you've been gone so long, I thought something dreadful had happened. So any luck? It's repulsive, but more importantly, it appears to be a fine specimen, and is no doubt bursting with nutrition. Now all that remains is to follow the recipe and serve it to Huriel. I'll go ahead to Spagrix and tell her the meal is on its way. So she's got a good appetite. Actually, something of a dab hand in the kitchen, but it'll require all my culinary abilities to make such a grotesque fish look presentable. It'll take a while to cook, so perhaps we can meet at Spagrix a little later? What's going to be the best way of getting there? When I do this. Yep, that works. Well, we won't see any immediate effects. I'm interested to see what she makes of the flavor. How was it? Delicious. But is this truly the key to overcoming my illness? It's too soon to be sure, but providing our theories are correct, your symptoms should gradually improve if you continue with the treatment. I must say, it's a lot more appetizing than any of the medicines I've been given until now. You, get away from my daughter this instant. Brother, what's wrong? Aren't these your friends from the faucet? They brought me a meal to help me cure my chrysiosis. I want my fingers to the bone to pay for her medicine. You think you can do better? These kinds of diseases are caused by an improper diet. The dish that they put together is meant to give her what she's been missing. Yes, and this is based on our research at the Cabinet of Curiosity. We found that chrysiosis is essentially the same as a disease known as noble's rot. The condition is common among you Morns who use Prospero Eel as a treatment. That's why we brought some for URL to try. And you're using my daughter as a test subject for your madcap theories? There's nothing madcap about eating a balanced diet, and your daughter was keen as anyone to try this new approach. Of course, Uriel isn't the only one suffering from chrysiosis, and we'll need a lot more Prospero Eels. We're lucky to have them here, but we can't expect her to keep catching them indefinitely. Love and I can't do this by ourselves. We need experienced fishers like you, Merville. Please, help us. You did all this for Uriel, even after everything I said? We'll continue to do so, perhaps with you there to lend a hand? Yes, of course, if you'll have me. That's a sudden turnaround. Uriel, you'll be out of here soon, I promise. Come on, let's return to the mean. I'm sure they have a lot to discuss. I'm pleased we were finally able to get through to Merville, though if Love hadn't been so discreet, our efforts may have seemed like a shallow attempt to use Uriel's illness to manipulate her father. He acted out a genuine desire to help her, which will continue to be the driving force behind our efforts. Ah, how's Uriel? A lot better, thanks to you. So much so that she told me to stop fussing over her and give you lot a hand. It's good to hear she's in high spirits. As we're getting on with some work for the faucet, Lab has a few special assignments if you're interested. You just try and stop me. Watch out, fish, here I come. It's incredible to think how much has changed. If they're working towards a common goal, things should go a lot more smoothly from now on. Having said that, I can't help wondering what would have happened if you and Lob hadn't been there to guide me. I'd probably still be butting heads with Merville and the others, which hardly bears thinking about. It's not only me you've helped, it's everyone in the Crystarium. Once they get into better eating habits, they'll be much healthier and happier as a result. We in the Facet of Fishing will be doing our utmost to follow the fine example you've set. While I appreciate that you have your own path to walk, your own challenges to face, you'll be sorely missed. If you're ever in the Crystarium, we'd love to hear stories from your travels. All the best, my friend. Okay. And there we go. That is the end of Frithrek's storyline. Thank you all for joining us here for this little video here on YouTube. Or, well, several if you've watched the entire series, whether in their individual parts or as the all-in-one video. We stream usually daily over on Twitch at the same channel name. There should be a link somewhere down below. Till then, though, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.